Coming in hot from Arizona, this is Trevor
and Troy Howard.
And you're on SoTellUs Time. You can have everything you want in your business. Sometimes you just need a little help.
Every business owner would love to charge more for their services, but sometimes you can sacrifice long-term loyalty for a short-term profit.
Creating the right rituals is key to your business having success.
Are you tired of competing with your competitors? Guess what? You don't have to compete if you create.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of SoTellUs Time. And it is a good morning. It is a good Tuesday morning. Like always, I know you guys came in off of Sunday onto Monday, energized. You know, none of this the Mondays crap. We don't do that as entrepreneurs. Forget that. We leave that for the people who want to fail in life. The followers, the weak. We don't do that stuff. You know, we're not like the sheep. We're the lions of the world. We wake up every morning ready to hunt, ready to kill, ready to eat. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, today's going to be awesome. Today we're talking about king. King of the jungle. Well, we're talking about king of communication, or communication is king. Right? You have to have phenomenal communication with your customers, and creating, a lot of times what we want to do is create automation for our communication, which is awesome and can be awesome. And there's many different ways you can communicate with your customers. We're going to talk about those today. But actually creating a lot of automation in your communication and then not having a key element, which we'll get to at the end of this, can really damage your business. So let's talk about this. Let's make sure that we haven't done too much automation in your business, right? And that we still have that hands-on touch, right?
Absolutely.
All right, Troy, jump right in.
All right. So we're going to kind of use our business as the example today. And we use a lot of communication automation in our business.
Yes, we do.
We've spent a very long time. We've worked very hard to set all of that up so that we can, take care of a lot of clients. And it's great.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about what we've kind of done, and then we'll talk about some of the things that everyone needs to be doing too.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that we've done is we have automated emails, right? We have email sequences, or these like little campaigns that go out to our customers and to our prospects, that the emails are already set up. They're ready to go. And, the minute someone fills out a form, they get email number 1. And then a couple of days later, email number 2, right? So we've automated that communication to walk them down a path that we want them to walk down.
And you'd be surprised. I mean, you're thinking, duh, everybody has automated emails. You'd be surprised. And maybe you're thinking, yeah, I really do need to set up automation with my emails. Because there's a lot of businesses out there that still don't have automation in their email communication. They're having to contact the customer directly or hand write that email out every single time and send it out. Which also means if you're doing something like that, you don't have like several follow-ups, which means because it takes 7 to 10 times to close a new prospect.
Yep. It
can take 2 or 3 times of communicating with an existing customer. So again, if you're just shooting off one email because you haven't created an automated email system, you're definitely giving up a lot of business.
Absolutely. The other thing we do is automated text messages.
Yep.
And that's really important as well for those moments when you just need to get right back to that customer or prompt them to take action right away. A text message is a great way to do that. So for example, in our business, a lot of times the automated text messages will be like, hey, schedule an appointment right now, or schedule that demo that you wanted, right? We're not sending them an email and then hoping they get to it in a couple of days. We're sending that text message because we want them to take action right away.
Yep.
So it can also be another great form of automated text messages would be like reminders if you have appointments with your clients. If you're a dentist or you're a carpet cleaner and you're like, hey, just want to send a reminder. Remember, we're coming over to your house at this time. So those are great ways to do automated text messages. Another thing that is really big for us is calendaring.
Oh, yeah.
And
huge.
Having a calendaring system to let clients schedule calls, Zoom meetings, everything like that with us and with our team is really important.
Yes.
And I want you to just think about, how many times do, you're emailing maybe another business owner or a client and you're like, hey, we would love to take care of that service for you. What works for you? And they're like, I could do like Wednesday at 2:00. Okay, Wednesday at 2:00 doesn't work for me. How about Tuesday at noon? No, Tuesday at noon doesn't work for me. How about like give me a couple of days and times? And you, like 6 emails back and forth.
Totally.
And you still haven't nailed down the time. Right?
Yeah, it's so funny because it seems like something that you may not use a lot, or you're just like, I don't know if I really need that. Especially like even in our industry, right? So like we're not even necessarily going in and scheduling to go into someone's home like a lot of you guys are, a lot of our clients, a lot of our listeners, right? But so this would be even better for you. But for us, even for us, we use that calendar link all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Every day, multiple times a day. I mean, yeah, tons. We have tons of people scheduling with us, and it makes life so much easier.
Yeah. And I was just thinking about like even if it comes down to, there's always that question, well, what time zone are you?
Yeah.
And okay, let me do the math. 2 hours difference, 3 hours difference. Right. What time is it right now? Like none of that. It's just, hey, I would love to do schedule a meeting with you. Here's my link. And then they go and pick their time.
Totally.
And then the great thing about that is with those, you can also have automated reminder emails, text messages, things like that happen as well. So another thing that we use, an automated communication, is like training videos.
Totally.
So any information that you need to get out to your client and it's going to be repetitive, you're going to send it to every single client. You just created a video for them and then you send them that video.
And let me give an example here that I think would be phenomenal video that all my carpet cleaners, home inspectors, maid service, whatever it is that you're doing out there, create a video, a what you should expect video that goes out to them shortly after signing up for service and scheduling with you. And you can have this great little video. You can record it with someone have a phone. These phones are amazing now. And just you standing there saying, hey, we're so grateful that you guys signed up as a new client with us. We just wanted to spend a few minutes explaining what you can expect from us and what's coming. In the next week or so, we're going to be coming into your home. We're going to be cleaning. We're going to be utilizing these, natural products. And you don't have to worry about your floors and your counters and your faucets and you could be explaining that whole process and give them that little, 1-minute video. That would be huge. I have hired, I've told this story a billion times, right? But how many cleaning companies have I hired? Not a single one of them has ever done that. That's insane. Yeah. That's a great idea.
No, totally. I was actually thinking about it because I recently had my carpets cleaned and the carpet cleaner did a great job and his office was pretty good. Like they reached out to me ahead of time of like, hey, don't forget, we're coming at this time. It was via email. And then there was another email that was like, hey, don't forget, we're coming tomorrow. And like, you need to move your furniture. They gave me a list of things that I needed to do. That I read through, but it would have been awesome if it would have been a video of, the people who are coming out to my house and being like, hey, look, we're going to be out to your house tomorrow. I wanted to introduce myself and, here's what we want you to make this the best experience possible. Here's what you're going to want to have done ahead of time.
100%. And because if you think about it, what do people do with video right now? Like YouTube. Anytime I'm going to buy something, I'm going to buy an electric bike. I'm going to buy literally anything.
Yeah.
Or even a service. I am researching that service or that product on YouTube, online. And if there is a video on their website or anywhere, I am clicking that video and I am watching them. I was just looking at a new travel bag because we travel so much and, they're going over the dimensions. They're opening it up. They're showing everything. I could read that and I could look at pictures or I can simply click that video and it sells me every time. I'm just like, yes, that is the bag for me. Right. I just bought a DeWalt bag. What did I do? I watched tons of videos on all the dimensions and all the little, and I would do that as well. A carpet cleaner coming in. Yeah. These are the products I'm going to be using. This is about the time that you can probably, our average time in a home is this, this is what you can expect and blah, blah, blah. And we'll put on booties and we'll do all this stuff. And anyways, I would watch that video and then I'd feel so confident and happy and excited about the purchase I just made. Yeah. Even with a service.
Totally.
Now I'm thinking about all these companies that they suck.
I know. I was thinking about the carpet cleaner that just came in. And again, he did a great job.
Oh, yeah.
But as he was walking out the door, I was like, okay, now, like, what am I supposed to do? How, should I keep my kids off the carpet? When can they walk on the carpet? When should I move my furniture back on? So I had all these questions I asked which I'm sure he gets asked all the time.
Yeah.
And that could have just been in that upfront video so that I knew before he even arrived what I was going to do before, what I was going to do after he left. You know?
Oh my God.
And that way, again, I want you to think about if you're a carpet cleaner or service industry, you're relying on your employee that you send there to give them all the information they need and everything that they need when they leave, right? Why rely on them to do it right every single time when you could just create a video, send it out ahead of time, and you know it's perfect?
I'm serious. I hope this is a mind blown moment for you, because it is for me. Like, in thinking of all the services I have at my own house.
Yeah.
Maid service, pest control,
Pool
cleaning. Yeah. Like power washing, like all sorts of things, that these services that are coming in. And I'm like, why aren't they sending me a video of like what to expect? What, all this. And I'm like, that would just be amazing. That would put it over the top for me. And I would feel, again, I'd feel so confident and so happy with the services I was purchasing. Wow, do it. If you don't do it, then you're just going to be one of the other average companies out there.
All right. So another thing is, and we kind of talked about it, like frequently asked questions page. Sure. Or more importantly, frequently asked questions videos so that they can just watch. Another thing we do is we have a ticketing system. And it has automated responses. So if someone starts to type a question into the ticketing system that we already have a video made for, or a page that already answers that, instead of it creating a ticket and them having to wait for our team to get back to them, it just goes, oh, here's your answer. And it gives it to them, right?
Right.
Awesome. Automated system. So these are all different ways that you can ensure a quality communication with your customer that's going to be 100% the same every single time.
Right.
Because again, when we rely on our employees, or even if we rely on ourselves to do it the same and give that same communication every single time, there's a good chance we're going to mess up.
Well, and eventually employees just get
lazy,
complacent, lazy. Maybe they're mad at you that day. Maybe they're mad at their husband or their wife that day. You know, their mind is in a different place. So they just don't give that same quality. But a pre-recorded video and a well-placed email and a text message, all can be consistent, or all will be consistent.
Exactly. All right, so now we've talked about automation. Let's talk about the other side of it.
Correct.
This is so we're like, yes, automation is the best. But like Trevor mentioned in the beginning, if we have too much automation, if we do it the wrong way, it can actually hurt our business.
Absolutely.
And here's why. Because a lot of times when we get too far into the automation side of it, we forget about that what we call personal touch customer service.
Yeah.
Right? Personal touch communication. And again, when you're automating your communication, you can make it feel very personal.
You can.
And that's awesome. We do that a lot of times. I'm amazed. We'll send out something and people will absolutely be like, "Oh my gosh, Troy called me," and like, "I'm so sorry I missed your call, Troy."
Yeah,
and it's like, it was automated. You didn't miss my call, but I don't tell them that. But anyways, there's still that personal touch, communication that you need. So here's some things that we do in our business that has really helped. And then, you can look at what you can implement in your business. One is we provide live chat for our customers.
Yeah.
So clients can instantly start a live chat to reach someone in our company and get an answer immediately, right? So they don't have to wait for that email response or anything like that. It's, hey, I got a question. I want to jump on. And I get an answer. And whatever member of the team, part of that team is available, they grab it and they take care of it. So that's a great way to give your customers that personal touch.
Yep.
Another thing we do is, as I mentioned earlier, we do have our ticketing system, but our ticketing system is obviously monitored by our employees.
Yeah. So earlier we talked about how there was automation behind the ticketing system. Now we're talking about the actual person.
Yeah. So if they're actually submitting a ticket in, that's going to go to our team members, and then one of them is going to pick it up and they're going to personally respond to that ticket and help the customer with what they're looking for. Now, the reason why we use a ticketing system is because we want it to go to anyone on the team that's available, right? We want to get a response back to them as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
And with the ticketing system, any one of the team members is monitoring it and they can grab it and they grab that ticket and respond. Whereas like if you just have an email that people are emailing into, like a support, and that's it, if you only have one person monitoring that email,
That's right.
then you're backlogged by whatever they're doing at that moment.
Right. And what we're going over here is different personalities, actually. And we've talked about this
Yes.
in the past as well, but different personalities. Some people like to live chat. They just want to pick up and do a web chat, right? Some people want to send in a ticket, like an email, right? And they're cool with you getting back to them in 24 hours, normally, or something like that. Now we're talking about having a live person there, and it goes to our whole team because we think, hey, 24 hours is too long.
Right.
Personally, that's my opinion. And so, but some people are cool with that, right? They'll just submit a ticket and they'll wait for their response.
Yep.
So, and then we're going to continue to go over some other ways, right?
Exactly. Another one, and this one may or may not apply to it doesn't apply to every single business, but one of the things we do is that we actually attend events. We have booths at events where we can meet with our customers face to face.
Yeah, because there's a group of people, type of people that like that. If you're not seeing them, on a semi-annual basis or an annual basis, right? They're kind of forgetting about you, or they're getting swept up by somebody else, or,
Exactly. Trevor and I were just at an event in Dallas, and we got to meet with a ton of our clients face to face. And it's so funny because you have people walk up, they're like, oh my gosh, I've been meaning to ask this question, or I wanted to reach out to you guys about this. And it's like, well, there's 100 different ways to get a hold of us. But for some reason, like Trevor said, they like to do things face to face.
Yeah, like they'll know. They're like, oh, they'll be at that event. They're like, they can count on us. They'll be at that event, because a lot of our clients have, maybe one or two events or more a year that they attend, and that we gained them through some of these events and things like that. So they know we'll be there.
Yep. So that's another way. And if you don't do events, again, you can do just personal face-to-faces with your clients.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make yourself available or make your team available to them. Now let's get on to kind of the really important stuff here.
This is it.
We've got two things here. One with us in our business is, in order to personalize it, we assign every single client a success coach.
Yeah.
So that is their personal coach that they are going to communicate with.
Yeah.
Right? So that they're not just calling it. I mean, I want you guys to think about when you call into your insurance company or,
your cell phone company.
You get someone different every single time.
Yes.
They have to read through your account. They got to try and figure out what it is that matters to you.
So annoying.
It's like, it's
annoying.
horrible, and it's very ineffective. So what we did is we said, look, we're giving you a success coach. That coach is going to know your business. They're going to know everything you want. They're going to know, what your end goal is, and then they're going to help you towards that. And then with that, we give our clients their success coach's email address, their direct phone number, and a link to their calendar.
Absolutely.
So that they can communicate directly with them whenever they need to. And that's been a huge benefit to our company. And I'll just give you kind of some numbers.
Yep.
Prior to success coaches, we would just, with like the SoTellUs product, we'd be like, hey, here's the system. We've got all these videos. You can set it up, blah, 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 blah. If you have any questions, reach out to us.
Yeah.
And like, I want to say our churn at that point was like maybe, 4% a month or something like that. We implemented success coaches, working with the clients directly, reaching out to them, helping them, and it dropped that to like 1% or less.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, it made a huge difference in our business.
Yeah.
Just making one change in our communication.
And the cool thing about it is that our clients were finding success with our system way faster.
Yes.
And that was huge, because the faster that they can, that your client feels satisfied with the services or products or whatever that they purchased from you, the happier they will be, the more they will speak about you, they will refer you to people, and they will feel that they made a good purchase.
Exactly. Yep. So that's one of the things we did. And not everyone's going to need a success coach in their business, right? In your business, you might not need that. But the last thing everybody needs.
Yeah. And I'm seeing more and more go away from this, which blows my mind.
Yeah. So we have a phone number that our clients can actually call.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I can't tell you how many businesses out there today do not have a phone number.
Or the phone number, like Troy and I were talking about, it doesn't go to the company. It goes to a call center.
Yeah.
Or it goes overseas, heaven forbid, to a call center. Even worse. And it's like, if people can't What do people want? Why are they picking up the phone and calling you? Because there is a type of person that it like, look at me, okay? You see me? I am this type of person. My personality is your avatar. This type of person wants to pick up the friggin' phone. They want to call and they want to get a hold of somebody and they want to get something taken care of or get an answer right away. That's what they want.
Exactly.
If I call in and it's a call center, I hang up. If I call in and it's let me take a message, I'm done. Like, no, I want to talk to someone that can take care of me now. That's why I picked up the flipping phone. I could have sent in a ticket and waited 24 hours or whatever. I could have done a web chat. I could have done all this stuff. No, I want my answer right this second. Yeah. And because I want to talk to somebody.
Exactly. And this is a big silver bullet in a lot of businesses.
100%.
Because again, a lot of people are getting on this automation train of like, oh, everything's got to be automated. And, and they take away the phone number.
Yeah. When I go online and I'm looking at a service I want or like a software even that I want, and I look to see, do they have a support number? And a lot of times now you're seeing where it's like, well, you can have live chat for this price, or you can have email service for this price, and then some don't have phone numbers at all.
Yeah.
And then others, it's like you have to pay a very high price to get that phone number. And I'm like, level of support. And I'm like, dude, your product must suck. If you're not willing to let people call you, I'm sorry, your product or service probably sucks. And I'm being harsh right now. And that's okay, because you probably, if you're this way, then you need a little harshness.
Yeah.
Because I have no problem. I actually tell my guys, pick up the phone and call customers. A 3-minute phone call can save days worth of emails.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. So, all right. Anything else, Trevor, before we do the homework?
Nope. Let's jump into homework.
Okay.
All right, guys. So you're going to take a look at your communications, see where you can set up some automation, see where if you don't have one of these, you should have all of these, okay? Like all of them. And if you don't have all of them, get them set up.
Yeah.
Like reach out to us. We can help you with a bunch of this stuff. You need to have every single one of these ways of communication set up. And then make sure that you're not over automating, right? Like we talked about in the beginning. Make sure that you're doing some of these cool things like the videos, the welcome video. I love that. I love it. In fact, I'm going to start just pushing that with all of my clients. You need to have a welcome video of what you can expect, what you should know, the most frequently asked questions. We all want to watch videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then look at your call. Like how can they call you and get a hold of you? And are they calling you and just getting a scheduling service? See ya. I'm not your customer. Are they just calling and getting a heaven forbid foreign call service? Well, see ya. I'm not your customer. And when I call as your customer, am I going to be able to get the service I'm looking for? Am I going to be able to get the answers I'm looking for? Are your people trained? Do they know the product? When we bring new employees in to our company, they spend a week, 2 weeks usually, learning all the different aspects of the company.
Yeah.
So even if it's a sales guy, he's learning support. Even if it's a support guy, he's learning sales. Like we're learning everything. They all learn everything so that they can pick up that phone and they can have enough knowledge to help a customer, answer a question, and at least get the basics to that person. And now maybe there has to be a follow-up phone call. That's okay with the more advanced. But again, everyone that my customers talk to in my company should feel very confident after they talked to that person in my company.
Yep.
So look at your company and make sure that you guys are, guys, this is about your customers. This is about it's about generating leads too. This is the same thing for leads, potential customers. But again, once you gain a customer, it's more expensive to get a new customer than it is to keep a customer. So let's keep our customers. Let's get that attrition down. All right, everybody, welcome. We're so glad that we were able to be with you guys this week. I almost welcomed you all out to another episode of SoTellUs Time, just right there.
Like starting over.
Starting over. No, we're ending it. Thanks for being with us this week on SoTellUs Time, guys. We will see you and catch you later on the next episode of SoTellUs Time.